It's time for another market update video. I haven't done one of these in a little while, and I think it's good to refresh people's market stats, see what's going on, in particular for Mississauga. We see a lot online about Toronto or the overall GTA market, but I want to be specific to Mississauga. We'll look at the overall market for all property types combined, and then we'll actually break it down to townhouses, condos, and apartments, and then see exactly how each type of property is performing as of February 2026. I think it'll help those people that are considering buying because I do feel there's going to be a lot more buyers in 2026. Transaction volume will go up, I think, but let's see. I'm Arthur Jaffrey. I've been selling real estate in Mississauga, in Toronto, and the GTA for more than 20 years, and my goal is always just to make the buying and selling process simple. If you have any questions about buying or you are looking to get into the market or selling your property, I have a book a call link down below. Just fill it out and I will personally be sure to get back to you. Let's dive right in. Okay, so this is the market report that I like to look at. And first of all, we're going to just leave property types at all, sale, and then we're going to go down to Mississauga, just Mississauga, okay? And it's as of January 2026. So I don't look at all of them. I'm just going to look at a few that I feel are important for people to know. And we'll start with the average price. Selected month, the average price all across the board in Mississauga was $919,000. The prior month, we're looking at $964,000. So it's gone down month over month, 4.6%. But again, you guys already know it's better to look at year over year. And year over year is not any better. The average price for all property types in Mississauga is down 11.1%. Let's see what happens this year. I think that this projection will continue. Okay, so now let's go on to transaction volume. Selected month, 279. Selected month is January 2026. We're in the beginning of February, right? And then prior month was 315, down 11.4%. Same month last year, 335. Year to year, year over year, down 16% on transaction volume. So that's a pretty big drop. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe transaction volume won't go up, but I mean, it's only February. So from this point, maybe it does go up. Let's see. I personally still will hold to that. I do think transaction volume is going to go up. Now, how many of these properties are selling above the list price? Not very important because, you know, it's just a pricing strategy that people would use to get it sold above the list price. But let's see, selected month, 11%, prior month, 15%. That's a 30% drop. And same month last year, year over year, 40%. So less people are trying to get themselves involved in a bidding war. That being said, it still works sometimes, but obviously a lot less. So I want to look at average days on market. Selected month is 45 days. Prior month is 43 days. So it actually has gone up a little bit by 4%. But overall, for year over year, it is up 8.7%. It used to be 41 days. Now, again, you got to take this with a grain of salt because people cancel relist until it finally sells. So 40 days for a listing when it's priced right is the average kind of to get it sold. How many listings are being terminated? I feel like this number is getting less and less. It is down 1.8% and is down 5% from this time last year. Okay, so now let's go on to condo apartments, right? So condo apartment. Let it upload. Okay, there we go. So selected month, 532,000. This is for all condo apartment types in Mississauga, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, whatever it may be. Prior month is 507. Month over month, it's up 5%. But what is it year over year? Condos in Mississauga, average price 598, same month last year, but year over year, it is down 11%. That is a pretty big drop. I think that's the exact same thing for the overall housing market that we saw there. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can always rewind the video. So now let's look at transaction volume. Has that gone up? No, I was wrong here. So transaction volume month over month is down 13% and year over year, it's down 26%. So less and less people are actually buying right now, but I do feel in 2026, I'll do this again near the end and we'll see what happens on that end. And how many condos are selling above the list price? Hardly any. Month over month is down 50%. And then year over year is down 26.7% right over here. And then the average days on market, it is higher than the average of the overall market. We're down 1.3% month over month, but we are down 3% year over year. So it's still taking longer and longer. That's 50 days. I have not seen 50 days in a long time for average days on market. And then transaction termination volume year over year is down 31%. So clearly people are finding more of the sweet spot, I would say, off right from the get-go, and less listings are being terminated. Hopefully more are being sold. And then some are just being canceled perhaps and being put up for rent. But overall, termination volume is down. So now let's do condo townhouses. Why do I pick condo townhouses over freehold townhouses? Is because there's way more condo townhouses available for sale in Mississauga, and those are the more affordable price points. So I'm not going to stick to freehold townhouses. I want to do condo townhouses. I talk a lot about condo townhouses. So let's see exactly how they're performing. So month over month, it's down 4.2%. Currently, it's around $697,000. Prior month, $727,000. But what is it year over year? Down 13%. Same month last year, 807. It is down 13%. That's a pretty big drop. This is going to continue to go down, man. It's not really getting better anytime soon, if I have to be honest with you guys, right? And then transaction volume, month over month, down 25%. Year over year, down 10%, 9.8% year over year for the number of transactions. Okay, so we did have, just a side note, we did have a couple of months where the transaction volume month over month was getting higher and higher, but now it seems to be getting less. Also, this is coming off, month over month is coming off like a holiday season, and generally speaking, things usually slow down during the holiday season. Now, how many of these townhomes are actually selling above the asking price? 14.5%. Well, it's actually down 55%. Whoa, and year over year, it's down 63%. Again, more signs that less and less people are dealing with the offer date situation, and less agents are probably proposing that as a strategy. Again, side note, it does work still sometimes, okay? And then average days on market is 54 for the select month. It's up 7.4%, but year over year, it's up 32.7% average days on market. Things are sitting much longer. So, I mean, all in all, the market is like screeching to a halt almost. But let's see, I do think 2026 is the year of the buyers, really. And then now we have termination volume. How many listings are being terminated? Month over month is down 1.5%. And then year over year, it is up 17.9%. So for townhouses, it's doing the opposite. Let's go back to condo apartment, down 31%. And then townhouse up 79.9%. So more townhouses are being terminated because maybe they don't know that this is actually the year over year difference, 13.6%. That's quite a bit, down 13.6%. So maybe some townhouse sellers are not ready to face that fact of what it's actually worth, right? So let's look at detached properties now in Mississauga. So month over month, average price is down 6.2%. It is currently sitting at 1.362. Year over year is down 12.4%. Now, for detached homes, this is including all detached, all the way up to like $3-4 million homes. That's why it's still pretty high, but there are several options well below the average in Mississauga as well, right? This is where the stats kind of get convoluted in a sense, right? Because there's detached homes in Mississauga for $10 million. So let's look at transaction volume. Month over month, it's down 21%, and year over year, it is down 17%. Still going down. So everything is going down, man. Let's look at new listing volume, actually. Up 94% month over month, up 0.6% year over year. So not much new listing volume. Units that are selling above the list price with the offer days down 36% and down 56% year over year. Like, again, I just sound like a broken record. It's not always working. Less and less people are diving into that kind of stuff, right? And then average days on market, 41 days average. It's up 5.9% from this time last year. So what is it right now? Prior month 38, selected month 43. So yeah, it is a little bit up right now year over year for days on market. And then termination volume is not much of a change. It's up 3.2%, but here, year over year, 18.2%. So I don't know about you guys, but this is kind of showing me this is still going to be the year of the buyer. If you are looking to sell, you just really need a good strategy. Every listing that I have taken on, I have sold because I strategize based on the type and the location of the property that I'm selling. And if you have a plan with anything in life, you will be successful at the end of the day. And you also have to be a little bit realistic, right? If you're not realistic, then you can just throw the sale out the window. It's probably not going to happen. But if you are realistic, it's definitely possible. So I just want to look at something. Let's look at the historical month comparison, but I'm not going to look at everything here. So first of all, let's go to location and let's change this back to Mississauga. Oh, it's already Mississauga. All right, cool. And if you look here, it's from 10 years ago. It's a whole 10-year chart. So for transaction volume, way lower than the last 10 years. Median price, I mean, we're kind of close to January 2021, a little bit higher. Actually, we're between January and 21 and 22. We're right in the middle there. So that's kind of been corrected about, let's say, 3-4 years. New listing volume, we're again one of the highest we've seen in the last 10 years. I mean, it was somewhat similar in 2015. And then we're going to look at active listings. It just keeps going up. This is the highest we've seen. Active listings, 1,667. I mean, what was the other highest point here? We got 1,178 in 2015. But this is the kicker. Look at this. Months of inventory just keeps climbing. And again, this is for all property types. Months of inventory just keeps climbing. We're at 6 months of inventory. And it doesn't seem like it's going to slow down anytime soon. These are your basic market stats for 2026 thus far as we stand in February of 2026. It gives you a better idea of what's going on. Sellers, you got to be more realistic, but you can sell with the right strategy and pricing as always. That's never changed. That's a basic principle of real estate. But for buyers, it is the year of the buyers. So put those shoes on. If you're looking to see properties and go out and look, you will really get good deals. You know, days on market is longer, prices are coming down, months of inventory is climbing. So it's just a perfect storm for buyers. Now, I'm not saying go buy today. I'm saying if you're looking to buy, then it might be the perfect opportunity for you. But if you need some time, who knows? In 3 or 6 months, it might even be better. I like to be very straightforward and give you the best advice and knowledge that I have. So that's my advice. If there's no rush. If you are looking to buy, you can wait a little. And based on these trends, it might even get a little bit better for you. If you have any questions or whatever, just drop a comment below. I do have a book a call link, and I personally will be sure to get back to you. I'm with Jaffrey. I've been selling real estate in Mississauga, Toronto, and the GTA for more than 20 years, and my goal is just to make buying and selling simple.